Ag Week Weather is sponsored by Bremer Bank. Connect with a banker today at bremer.com.
What's the rest of August have in store for us when it comes to the weather? Here's Robert with our AgriWeather outlook.
As we go into these next few days and weeks, we do have a taste of fall on the way. Also, a little bit of change in some of the precipitation we've been getting recently. Some areas such as Minneapolis now have a little bit of a surplus for the year's moisture, now at 1.4 inches above average. However, up north in Duluth, still a little bit behind it, over 5 inches behind the average. And then right around average once you get into the Red River Valley area. But again, just some spotty areas on that drought monitor. Nothing in that extreme category right now. As we go throughout the rest of the U.S., we're also just looking at some areas of more dryness out in southern parts of South Dakota, but at this time, nothing too bad. However, the big change on the way is that we're finally starting to see a little bit of fall on the way. A little bit of a trough starts to move in, so we're finally seeing some cooler air move in from Canada, and that's going to really shake up our weather as we go throughout the next couple of days. In fact, it's not just us in areas of the Dakotas and Minnesota. It's going to be all throughout areas of the Great Lakes. Surrounding spots, we'll see that cooler weather as well. Still a little bit of heat out on the west coast, in which those temperatures will be above average as we're gearing towards the end of the month. But for us, again, we're looking at those temperatures for some of us staying in the 60s the entire weekend. And this is going to continue into early next week as well. Even though the temperatures do rebound a little bit as the week goes on, they'll still be around or slightly below average for us in areas of the upper Midwest. Going into the end of the week, though, we do see a little bit of a relief from the cool weather, but you can really see just the temperature outlook these next couple of days well below average just north of the Great Lakes, so areas near Chicago, going into areas of Ohio, for example. Temperatures will be pretty cool outside. It'll feel like it's in September, even though we're still towards the end of August. And for us, temperatures will be a little bit below average. We're talking about temperatures in the 60s and low 70s when we're still normally in those upper 70s for the area. And then as we go later on into the first few days of September, again, you can see that warmer air trying to work its way back into the picture. For us, though, we're just right around at or slightly below average, but in western North Dakota, we're starting to see a rebound in those temperatures. With that, though, this is also going to be a dry pattern. This is going to be dry air coming in from Canada. Still looking at that very warm air out west and also some precipitation at or above average, whereas for us going into areas of the Dakotas, Minnesota, into the Great Lakes, this is going to be a dry air just moving on into the region. But as we go later on into the start of September, that's where we can start to see hopefully a little bit of a shakeup, get some moisture back into the air. But this is going to be our first real shakeup in our weather patterns since early parts of summer. This is going to be a lot cooler, a lot drier air, but for a lot of us, this will be a good little taste of fall. Then we'll get back to some warmer air shortly thereafter.